hybrid cars that rely on traditional engines, such as the Toyota Prius, would be banned by 2040, under law being drawn up by the UK government that would outlaw up to 98% of the vehicles currently on the road. Vehicles such as the Prius, the best-selling hybrid car in Britain, will no longer be classified as environmentally friendly enough to be sold, according to 3 people briefed on the government. Is plot to tackle emissio and air quality. The exact wording is still under coultation between several government departments, with the traport, environment, and business departments all feeding into the final document. The plot are backed by Michael Gove, Environment Secretary, and Greg Clark, Business Secretary, but Chris Grayling, Traport Secretary, who has Toyota, his UK headquarte in his constituency, has resisted the plot. A spokesman for the Department for Traport said, "It is categorically untrue that government is planning to ban the sale of hybrid cars in the UK by 2040, receive 4 weeks of unlimited digital access to the Financial Times for just €1. Last July, the government outlined plot to ban the sale of conventional cars from 2040. The vague wording caused considerable confusion among car makers, because it was unclear whether cars that use both batteries and traditional engines would be permitted. The new document aims to clarify the government's position and outline how it intends to grow public demand for electric vehicles. In the interim, 3 people involved in the decision said only vehicles that can travel at least 50 miles using only electric power will be permitted under the new rules. The change in rules will outlaw more than 98% of the vehicles currently sold in Britain and will require manufacturers to switch to vehicles predominantly driven by batteries, though they may have petrol engines for backup or support. Plug-in cars that have both large batteries and a traditional engine will also be permitted, although the exact wording is yet to be clarified. According to 4 people briefed on the government's plot, there are several types of hybrid vehicles, from Toyota Prius cars, which use electric power and petrol simultaneously, to plug-in vehicles that can travel for significant distances on battery power alone. New car sales in Britain have fallen 8.8% so far this year, a decline that has led to hundreds of job cuts at Jaguar Land Rover and Nissan, as well as lost work for hundreds of dealerships. The industry lays the blame for the decline in part on public confusion over the government's policy around future vehicle. Mike Gove, Chief Executive of industry body the SNMT, said, "We cannot support ambition levels which do not appreciate how industry, the consumer, or the market operate, and which are based neither on fact nor substance. Unrealistic targets and misleading messaging on PA will only undermine our efforts to really see this future, confusing consumer and wreaking havoc on the new car market and the thousands of jobs it supports." He added, vehicle manufacturers will increasingly offer electrified versions of their vehicles, giving consumers ever more choice, but industry cannot dictate the pace of change nor levels of consumer demand. If government wants the UK to be a global leader in zero-emission transport, it must provide a world-class package of incentives and support to make this a credible policy. More from the Financial Times. Argentina's 2 markets as it pushes interest rates to 40% demands. China cut trade deficit by $200 This unemployment falls below 4% for first time since Clinton era.